This is the little monk from Bertolt Brecht's Galileo. Mr. Galilee, I have spent 4 sleepless nights trying to reconcile the church decree that I have read with the moons of Jupiter that I have seen. I found the church decree to be a wise one, and I have decided to give up astronomy. I want to talk to you about my family. I do not come from the great city. My parents are poor peasants in the Campagna who know about the cultivation of the olive tree and not much about anything else. Too often these days, when I am trying to concentrate on tracking the moons of Jupiter, I see my parents. I see them sitting by the fire with my sister, eating their curded cheese. I see the beams of the ceiling above them, which the smoke of centuries has blackened, and I see the veins stand out on their toil-worn hands and the little spoons in their hands. They scrape a living, and underlying their poverty there is a sort of order. There are routines. The routine of scrubbing the floor, the routine of the seasons in the olive orchard, the routine of paying taxes. The troubles that come to them are recurrent troubles. My father did not get his poor bent back all at once, but little by little, year after year in the olive orchard. Just as, with unfailing regularity, year after year, childbirth has made my mother more and more sexless. They draw the strength they need to sweat with their loaded baskets up the stony paths, to bear children, even to eat. From the sight of the trees greening each year anew, from the soil, and from the little church and the Bible text that they hear there on Sunday. They have been told that God relies upon them, and that the pageant of the world has been written around them, that they may be tested in the important or unimportant parts handed out to them. How could they take it, were I to tell them that they are on a lump of stone, ceaselessly spinning in empty space, circling around a second-rate star? What, then, would be the use of their patience, their acceptance of misery? What comfort, then, the Holy Scriptures, which have mercifully explained their crucifixion? The Holy Scriptures would then be proved full of mistakes. No. I see them begin to look frightened. I see them slowly put down their spoons on the table. They would feel cheated. There is no eye watching over us, after all, they would say. We have to start out on our own, at our time of life. No one has written a part for us beyond this wretched one on a worthless star. There is no meaning for our misery. Hunger is just not having eaten. It is not a test of strength. Effort is just stooping and bending. It is not a virtue. Can you understand that I read into the decree of the Holy Church a noble and motherly pity and a great goodness of the soul?